Good afternoon, everyone. How you doing? So, here we go again with the whole tirade thing. So, the whole Gibson thing, that was completely off the rails, as it were. And I didn't want to get into that anymore because, like I said, I'm an artist. I'm not a business guy. I know how it's done. I know why it's done. I just have no interest. I don't care anymore. What I do care about, though, is you and me, for that matter. When you go and buy a guitar, or any piece of gear for that matter, does your manufacturer actually stand behind it? There's a good question. Now, I normally don't have problems with stuff. And I remember growing up, I never had a problem. I don't know. For some reason, people actually cared about their job and whether or not the product they made was any good. But recently, in case you've been wondering whatever happened to my Resonator, the Gretsch one. So I get up one day and I was going to do some slide work in the studio, and the tailpiece is broke. I don't know if you can see that right there at the bottom. So it's in standard tuning. And I go to take it out of a case and the tailpiece is broke. Now this guitar never goes anywhere. It's just a studio guitar. It's just for me to use around my home studio. That's it. I don't trust it to go anywhere else. And obviously for good reason. So I get in touch with Gretsch. And they say, because it's 8 months old, we're still in warranty, we're cool, not a problem. Take it to a big box guitar store, which I've been to before and I stopped going to because they never do anything right and they never have anything you want. Again, no pride in your work. So I go, all right, let's do this and get it done, right? So I drop it off. The guy that was there was really cool. His name was Ralph. Awesome dude. I highly recommend him. And he takes all my information and I leave the guitar with him. About a week later, I get a phone call from the tech. And apparently he can't do the warranty work because he's not Fender certified. It slips my mind. Gretsch, Fender, it's the same company now. And so I sit there and I go, okay, so what do I got to do, man? How do I get this fixed? He goes, well, you might be able to try one of the other locations. Now, at this point, I'm pissed. I don't have my guitar for a week, and obviously it's not getting fixed. And this guy doesn't even know whether the other locations have a Fender certified tech. So I get back in touch with the guy I got in touch with from Gretsch to begin with. And he says, well, I'm sorry you had this problem, but I can help you ship it to a store that will do it. Now, I'm not really fond of this guy to begin with. You already steered me wrong once. I don't know if I want to go down that road again. So I haven't gotten in touch and said, you know, I'm just going to go find a tailpiece myself. So I tried to get a tailpiece aftermarket, and I get a Gretsch part number, or so it is supposed to be a Gretsch part number. And I send it to Fender, and I said, is this a Gretsch part number? Can I use this tailpiece to go on this, you know, put it on this guitar? And he goes, well, it doesn't look like a Gretsch part number. So I don't know if it is or it isn't. So I finally sent him an email and says, is there any way I can get a tailpiece from you so I can fix my guitar, which has a gouge in it now because of where the tailpiece broke, and a broken tailpiece, so it's unusable. I still have not heard back from him. It's been over a week. So now I'm going to take it in my own hands. I'm going to sit there and go by what the guy who has the aftermarket tailpiece told me and get the thing, and if worse comes to worse, I'll do some mods to make it work. So here's my problem. This is another big company that nobody sits there and says boo about. I don't know why, because they're just as bad as everyone else. So I'm now getting to the point that after playing certain companies' guitars for well on 4 decades, this is a long time to support a company. I'm now getting to the point that I'm just going to go, you know what, forget them all. I'm just going to go find boutique builders or smaller builders who actually care about the quality of their product. And that's what I want to work with. I don't want to work with these other ones. I don't care if it says a specific manufacturer on it. Don't care, man. Doesn't mean anything. It's how good are you as a player? Can you pick up anything and play it? I'm pretty sure I could, you know, or getting close to it. It's a life's work, you know, work in progress as it were. But I'm really pissed off that this has not been addressed. Nobody says anything. I had this problem with a studio company. They did studio gear. And honestly, it took a little while, but they made it right. And I am really grateful to them. So for those of you that are putting together a home studio, look at the company Vintech. They make Neve-inspired preamps and things of that nature. And they're awesome. They really are. Okay, I mean, we had it out a little bit, but they really are an awesome company. I have to hand it to them. They're way better than most of the other companies I've had to deal with. So, there's my rant for the day. I hope you guys know whether or not your manufacturer is going to back you up when something happens to your axe or gear, something that you just spent a lot of hard-earned money on, and see what happens. You know what I mean? I wish you all the best. Have a great day.